is working. It says that I'm live, so if I am, bear with me. Hello everybody, Dren608 here. I think I finally got it up and running. Sorry I'm running late. Real life got in the way there. Along with me having to reboot my computer to get things to work again. Where did we leave off? I think we had to go, did we have to go rescue a bloody wizard? Check up on a reclusive mage. So that guy that we met, who had the captured troll, we've got to go back and check on him. I know we did, we tried to rescue the kid and failed. I do know that you can actually save the kid that the bad guy who's taking over the lizard people, but it's really, really tricky. You have to like follow a very narrow set path of actions, otherwise he automatically dies. Which I found out by going into the wiki on how to actually remember how to do that, and I find it very only one solution to the problem, which doesn't sit well with me because the solution is actually pretty bad. So I do not like that they only give me one solution to a problem, and it's not an obvious solution. If it's going to be one solution to the problem, it should be an obvious one, not some cockamamie thing that you have to dance around the edges and figure it out. It'd take you like 50 playthroughs to figure out how to actually do it, which, you know, that's bad story writing. You're supposed to be rescuing the kid. You're supposed to be rescuing the kid. It should be fairly straightforward. But that's not the way it works. Okay, I think we had a Cloak of Shadows. Right now I have everybody with cloaks on. Cloak of Shadows just gives you more stealth, immuneness to blindness and dazzling, amulet of Angeliphus. I've got a +2 dot that I don't know what to do with. No extra other stuff, and then we have all of this stuff here. So we have lots of wands that I can hand out to Lindsay to try and use. And we have a lot of scrolls that I have to remember to use. Yeah, see, I don't have. I should probably have a big one on his belt as well. Okay, I've got some scrolls of acid arrow. I've got a wand of acid arrow. I think I'm going to give Lindsay the wand of acid arrow too. Because that way when we hit those fireproof trolls, she can also has to do is hit it once with the wand, and then it can be knocked down. Okay. Probably going to keep this group to go hunting trolls. Seems to be fairly good at it. I can't remember if I had to do anything in the kingdom. Did I need to rest? I probably should check. No, I think we rested already, because it looks like Lindsay has all of her spell count. Okay. So we should have all of our spells. I think we're ready to go out. I can't remember if I had to do something here, so let's check the kingdom. Make sure I'm not leaving anything hanging. Yeah. So in a day, show through that. In the remote sea, their songs will spread the news in the remote villages of Staglord's death and the shift in power. Maybe the new awareness will keep the peasants loyal. takes one of these two. Wonderful. First is the 9th month, so I have to get that going if I want it relatively soon. And he's working on the troll sightings. Curses. Yeah, all these curses. I never found the time to be able to do all the curses. I mean, I don't even know what they give you if you get through them, other than maybe help you in the end. I never quite figured it out. But I've never had enough time or money to chase down the curses. We'll see if I can't do a couple of them at least this time. And this would raise up loyalty by a point and give me some more taxes, but I just don't have the time. Can't really wait around. Things are afoot. Okay. So we're just going to run out here. I need to check my inventory. Hopefully I can put those things in. Okay. Yes, okay. I really don't want to be carrying these things around. They're basically money in my chest when I come back. I keep on meaning to give this to Octavia. Because really would help her. Armor class. Okay, how many? I've got 20 supplies it's gonna have to do. It's basically only 3 days rest without hunting. Hopefully we can get it done in 3 game days, whatever we have to go do. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just going to leave all that stuff behind. I'm going to keep this crew. Ekon seems to be worthwhile because of his wolf. Although I do need to probably bring back some of these people to get them, see how they work too. No, Octavia should be good because she's a spellcaster. That's the one thing we really are kind of low on, is offensive spells. So that's where these two can come in handy, or even him. Support spells are basically these guys. He's pretty much spells on his own, like his own attack. These two are kind of offensive spellcasters, Octavia and Gibalist. She's a pseudo-cleric. He's a pacifist cleric. Throws lots of nasty spells, but not really good at a fight. Aram casts support spells and is good in a fight. She's good in a fight, but most of her spells are pretty much geared toward herself, most of her abilities. Lindsay's basically my main support person because of her singing and everything else that she can do. I'm basically a DPS here with Fiona. Just kind of like Amiri, although I'm a little more controlled on how I do things, but I really don't have any ranged capability. Neither does Amiri, neither does Val. And Val's just like, go ahead, try and hit me. Some monsters can, most monsters can't. So we're just going to keep going there. Ekon gives me ranged with his bow usage, so. Alright, now, where was this guy's house? Where was he? Here? Yep. So that's where we gotta go. So we'll just go ahead and march there, shall we? It will take me 12 hours. All right. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. You really like to see, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notify bell. Be notified to upload videos and or schedule streams. All right, and we're there. Okay, let's go see what's going on. There's going to be trolls here now, supposedly. There was bandits and traps last time. All right, before we get going.
Something bothering you?
We should move. I'm listening.
What am I missing? Oh.
I will protect.
Well, it only lasts for a minute, that's right. Because that's the one from his bow. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, on me dog. I give him acid maw. Oh, because I paused. Alright. Everybody together. Let's go. Let's find some trolls.
In due time.
Okay, trolls. Very many trolls. Alright,
Keep your eyes open. I
start
drag
shooting.
you dead.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
There's like 4 of them here.
Cannot hide from me.
Jeez. Okay, those have an aggroed on me? Alright, I'm just gonna move up to here. Did we have... I don't really... Yeah, I do have a scroll of mage army. I forgot to put that on him with the thing. Oh, it's a skill check for him. Never mind. Keep forgetting he can't just cast that. Well, we'll have him drink a potion of Shield of Faith. We'll give him some armor class. Val, all you can do is move up there. And you've got to sing. I think. Sing or throw up a mage armor on Tristan. Put it on me. Okay. I can start picking on the ones behind. I can hit any one of the 3. It's interesting that they're not red. But they're in the list. Whereas this one's red. These are not. Or maybe they are. Okay. I don't know. Just pick on
Nowhere
one.
to run.
Okay. Might be able to take one down. Question is do I really want to get up there by myself? It's kind of what she would do. Didn't do enough. Gripe. Okay. Miri.
Tear them apart!
Oh, come on. Oh, I hadn't rage her. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Missed with a... Needs a 4 and rolls a 3. For the love of God. Alright, I'm going to... cast that on my girl there.
Let us fight as one.
There we go. Got one down. Lindsay, I think you're gonna sing now. Oh boy. This guy's hit pretty good. Okay. Isn't that? Let's see. He's untouched. He's untouched. But he's the one that could take down Fiona.
True.
Okay, this one has to be hit with an acid of some sort. Fiona...
This will hurt.
He made his fortitude save, unfortunately. Now he acts next, so let's see if we can get him down. He's got to do something about Fiona, doesn't he? She's not within range.
Do not falter.
Okay. Lindsay, do you have... I really don't want to waste the wand on that. Let's... What else have you got here? Ear piercing scream, wand of magic missile, wand of mage armor, inventory time. Let's grab one of those. And... What do I get rid of? I don't know if that one's branded or not. We're gonna see. So I'm gonna have her toss. Okay, he wasn't a branded one. Okay.
I grant you death.
Okay.
I'll take care of it.
close enough. What's her armor class? Armor class 27, and they just beat the heck out of us. All right, everybody, together. Oh, and we get Cure Serious Wound Scroll. Okay. That's good because then Tristan can keep us healed up. And then that's the plus stuff that we already took care of last time, right? So there's nothing up there.
I'm there.
More trolls.
I shall end this suffering.
Ekon. Looks like you're only going to get one shot. So I'll pick on that one, I guess. I am not going to be able to get there. Well, I can get up there and charge. Do I want to charge or do I want Amiri to charge? Probably want Amiri doing the charging, don't I? I'm just going to like move back here so I can see what else is going on. What am I dealing with? 2 guys, 3 guys, and 3 trolls, it looks like, which means there's probably a magic user or something back here that I need to go find. Okay, so I'm just kind of getting behind things, seeing what's going on. Val, unfortunately, you can't move very fast. Just chug. I don't know. It's probably a little excessive, but I know it won't hurt the branded troll, but kind of get everybody down a few points. Honey, you gotta sing. Oh, pardon the noise. My neighbors decide that they have to cut their grass every 2 days, which is very, very annoying. That's what they're doing again. All right, Miri, I have you charge in here. Wolf. I don't know, can you charge that one? Oh, you can charge that one. I'll help we get him going. Boy, it just added a bit. I can... Looks like you can get 3 shots on him.
Nowhere to run.
So that takes him down, what, maybe halfway? Yeah, okay. Who's gonna act next? You? That's what I should have done with her, is blessed last turn. Okay. Well, I can't do anything but just attack him.
Run.
I should have been closer to him so I could have done multiple attacks.
Onwards.
Okay, we take down 1.
Repent.
I don't really have a lot.
Serves you right.
Actually, I should probably try. 1 hit. Beating on my dog. Quit beating on the dog. Dog exploded you. You.
I aim true.
must be branded because he's not out. Alright, I need to go
Strike.
take care of these people.
Stay behind me.
You forced my hand.
Bring it.
Alright, everybody. What have they all got? I don't know. Collect it all and sort it out later. Right?
I do what
Okay.
I best.
Got to remember to do a bless with Fiona because she has that silly ring on that lets her do blesses. Ah. They're just everywhere, aren't they? There's 4 of them, 2 branded. Okay. He acts first. He acts second. He's a longer way away. This one might be able to actually get to us and attack, so.
Ah, good. Get.
Cut them down some. Val, he's right in front of you.
Let us strike as one.
Of course he's hitting me, so we're going to put up the stun.
Don't hold back.
I don't know, is he stunned? Are they immune to stun? It doesn't look like he's stunned.
This will hurt.
You don't see that they're immune to stun. Well, unless Rage is protecting him. Maybe Rage is keeping him from being stunned. Probably a dumb thing to do. Probably should have used, like, Fatigue. Okay. Oh, I never did anything with the dog. I should have healed him up. Lindsay, you just gotta sing. That's the most important thing at this point. And you've got to do this. Get some hit points on the dog and on back on Fiona. Because here they come. Okay, Amiri, now is the time to rage. Who's next? He's next?
Tear them apart! Cannot hide from me.
Do not falter.
Should I step back? No, I think I just have to go after this guy here. I'm going to use... Well, if I throw the bless, I can't attack, right? So I have to attack. I'm not sure I want to use any special. I think I just want to hit him 3 times.
You should have run.
Oh man, he just won't go down. 104 hit points is a lot. Oh, Lindsay, what can we do?
Go.
I mean, he's totally untouched. Do I cast another healing type thing, or do I try to do something to that troll? I don't know what to do here with Tristan. I'm kind of stuck. Part of me says I should heal because she's going to get hit a lot. And part of me says I should get started. I'm going to get started again. Probably the wrong thing to do.
I still got it. How could this happen?
Fuck. Why did they pick on her? You got much bigger threats than her.
Nowhere to run.
Well, that's very bad, because I'm at death's door already. So I'm at like, jeez, I got nothing.
I'll try to make this swift.
Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. Main character's at death's door, which means that's the end of the game if she goes down.
Right here, my friend.
Jeez. Oh, for the love of God. Wouldn't even let me get to my maximum hit points. Now, what do I have here? Blindness. Lesser restore won't help. The only thing that would take me out of that is raise dead. I think it's raised dead in wow. So Fiona can't get in the front lines anymore. She's gonna have to become an archer. All of her special abilities are for nothing.
I'm always ready.
I've got them on my belt. There's no reason to have those spaces filled up. Do I have any other abilities I want to have out there? Got charge out there twice. I don't need that. Let's put the monk abilities up forward, shall we? Make this a little more. This is all related to the monk. This happens to be her magic item that does it. Gives her that. Okay. So we're in a world of heart. We haven't even reached the guy yet. The only thing I can do is go back to the city because I don't have any raised dead scrolls. I have one that I have to save for, like, if I die. Unfortunately, if this person dies, nobody has a chance to revive her. So it's, we're in trouble.
off.
We're in a lot of trouble. How's the dog? Dog was pretty bad off, wasn't it? Yeah, I gotta do something about the dog. Tristan. So the one thing I don't like is they don't let you have the dog get use of the scroll within the screen. You actually have to come out here and hit this, and then you got to point on the little critter. Because they don't give you its portrait. And then you have to go back in here to see how well you did. You know, it's like, that's a little clunky. They did fix that in Wrath of the Righteous, by the way. Okay, so... Doesn't look like there's anybody joined me yet. So my starting late probably has everybody assuming I'm not doing it at all. I am getting to the point where I might have to quit doing streams. I'm not getting a fairly large audience on the days that I stream. It seems like everybody watches them after the fact. And real life just keeps getting in my way. I can't get my streams to get going the way I'd like. So if you do join this and want to see me keep streaming, please. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Lindsay?
Applause, please.
How bad are these trickeries? These are 22s, so she could fail. This troll. Very many trolls.
To command.
Stop it. I really hate it does that. Two branded trolls. Wonderful. Branded trolls everywhere.
To victory!
Okay. Well, if I don't think you have on Acid Maw anymore. And I tripped one! Yay! I tripped one. Here you go, spiders. Tristan, I think... I'm gonna put up a protection from evil. Let's only get one. Oh, I do get to move. I didn't realize I had two actions. Oh, frike. Okay. If I had two actions, I would have probably done something else. Just move over my girl. Let's move over by Fiona. Okay, Fiona. Doesn't matter which one you shoot at. Val. You can't charge this one. I don't think both you and Amiri can charge that. But I do want to get you in there to be the target.
True.
Pick one at a time. Amiri, you can actually get there. You're gonna rage up again.
Bring it!
Because this is a lot of trolls. And I know there's more trolls to come, so that's a problem. Well, Lindsay, you got to... Hey, I finally got one to fall down. It's always hilarious to have one of them fall down from laughing. Well, he's next to Axe. Let's try and get him down. So he's in a regeneration mode. Tristan.
So it's come to this.
Fiona.
Don't hold back! Stay behind me!
I grant your death.
He's not dead. Mary, come hit him so he's dead. Oh, she did a 2. She rolled a 1. Oh, Mary. This is very, very sad.
You deserved it.
I don't know what to do.
Repent!
This will hurt.
Where are you, Val? What's still out here? She can't hit that one.
You should have run.
Oh, it's... I've already done my thing. Val, it wasn't Val's turn.
Cannot hide from me.
They go down!
Okay. Summon giant spiders. More summon giant spiders, which means there must be trolls around here. Yep.
Let's finish them quick. Nowhere to run.
Strike!
She's fatigued, so she can't charge. How long is she fatigued for? 4 rounds. Okay.
Any last wishes?
You
You forced my hand.
Needed a 4 and rolled a 3. This is terrible. Very terrible. Doing so good against these guys.
Do not falter.
That good?
I aim true.
Don't hold back.
Okay, we got one down. Still have one to go. Trying to hold off on singing and stuff because I don't have a lot of that stuff left, rages and things. So,
I'll try to make this switch.
since these things seem to be distracting it, and I can just sort of chip away at it.
Onwards. Stay behind me.
That good?
Ah, good. You get
Okay. It's a
This
pointless
will
endeavor, but give it some extra damage. Mary, put the coup de grace. There's more of them up there. Wow, they're all over the place. Of course, we are way out of position. So, Amiri, still fatigued, so you guys just gotta move up. Oh my goodness, look at that. There's another one. This is gonna be bad. She's got to move up to try and cover as many of us as she can. I can't get anywhere. He's gonna act next. What I do, I only get off one shot, right? Oh, I get 3 shots at him.
cannot hide from me.
You should have run.
So it's come to this.
Let us strike as one. Tear them apart.
End that one because we've got 2 coming from that way and 1 from that way, and that's really too much.
Serves you right.
We're doing like no damage to him because he keeps regenerating. Gotta hit him with something. Can I trip him? Nope. Ekin, you're only gonna get 1 shot on him, but you
Nowhere
gotta
to
start
run.
moving up.
No strike wasted.
She can't really afford to be in the front line here. Beating up my dog. Yay, you attacked the right person for a change.
Repent!
Valerie's like, thank ya.
Do not falter.
you? I think that's too far for you to throw, isn't it? Yeah. So I need you to move up to like right here. And then
You
shoot.
deserved it.
Because you need to get that song circle around everybody. Well, dog. Ekin.
Don't hold back.
You forced my hand.
Onward.
Lindsay, can you throw this at him? Go.
I grant you death.
Took down another one. This is so not
This will
Fiona,
hurt.
but being at death's door, I gotta be careful with her.
I'll try to make this swift.
Stay behind me. Bring it.
Okay. And we get some of that. Get some of that. Should be one up there. I mean, it's little minor things like the odd healing potion or a healing scroll and stuff that's really important to grab. Ah, looks like some people have finally joined me. Welcome, welcome. We are trying to figure out what's going on with Delgado or whatever this wizard's name was that we visited before. We have taken out 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 trolls so far. Roughly half of them branded. So along the way, Fiona here got
I'm listening.
into the near-death condition, death's door. So yeah, this is a bit tense right now because
What you want?
so we're just trying to get to what's his name. I think there's more things over here. I'm also using up almost all my resources to get here, so this is not. I don't want to go this way. I don't know if I can rest here. That's the problem. Because
Confide in
spell-wise,
me.
I wrote it like I saw it.
she's only got 12 of that.
Done with
She's only
waiting.
got 11 of rage.
Be on guard.
Alright. Alright, we're gonna line up here. Get right up to the edge where we can see them. So it looks like we have to fight through a gate, which is not ideal. And they're hellhounds or something? Trollhounds. 38 hit points and they regenerate. Well, if there's hellhounds there, or trollhounds there, there's probably trolls, right? So, this time I'm
It's
going to
time to
remember
act.
to put a bless on us.
Fail.
I keep forgetting that. It's like I have this ring that I can just get free blesses out of, and I keep forgetting to use it.
Something
I
bothering
am
you?
going to do Sir, where is it? There it is. And I'm going to use my holy symbol to bring back the fireball. And then I'm just going to throw a fireball on these guys. Start the combat.
Another way.
So I knew there was going to be trolls there, but at least I got some damage on the trolls with fire. The troll hounds. Who's next? Troll hound wise, you're going to be the next one to shoot, but it's only one. I only get one shot, so I might as well take that.
Hide from me.
Amiri. Can you charge? You can charge that one. Lindsay.
Any last wishes?
Wolf, can you get to this one? I don't think you can charge, can you? I don't think he's gonna let me charge. Nope. Alright, just gotta get up here.
You should have run.
Val, all you can do is run to try and get up by Amiri and give her her pluses. There we go. Oh, and they tripped. You bloody beggars.
Nowhere to run.
Tear them apart!
Needs a 5 and misses. This is ridiculous. Why isn't that one? They're all hit with fire.
Strike. Let's strike as one.
They're all hit with fire.
I aim true.
Okay. Well, Amiri, just start taking them out.
They go down!
I don't know why she can't use her second attack on somebody else who's right next to her, but okay.
This is where I step in.
So it's come to this.
Don't hold back. Do not falter.
I grant you death.
Serves you right.
Repent!
This will hurt. Onwards. Ha!
Cannot hide from me.
Get the troll first. He's more dangerous, right? Get the troll first. Lindsay. Fire should take down the troll hounds, right? bad's my dog? How bad's Wolf? Okay, at least he's not at death's door. Alright, wow. That's a lot to take it. Okay. I'm sorry. You know, I camped out here once before. I wonder if I can do it again. Because I really need to get, like, some people healed up. Right? I don't know. Will it let me camp here? Looks like it'll let me. I don't know how successful I'm going to be at this. We're going to try this. One, I'm getting low on spells, and two, I've got quite a few people that need healing up, and there's nothing I can do for Fiona at this point. So if I go into manage, 16, 14, 12, and 11. We've been using Galt Regout because I wanted to get the extra movement, but I don't want that now. I think I want to put a shepherd's pie to make Tristan's heals better. How many of those do I have left? Oh, I got lots of those, so yeah. We'll stick with shepherd's pie here.
And then our leader charged forwards. Hey, wait for me.
Tear them apart!
Oh, come on.
Nowhere to run.
Greater dire boars. Bloody heck. Well, they don't like the bard, do they? They really don't like my bard.
Stay behind me.
What's that got his one move? I really hate this.
Go down!
And I can't do any damage.
I aim true.
Concealment because of the rain. I'm just gonna get whomped on here.
You should have run.
Yeah, they're just gonna beat me up.
What a miserable
Yep.
last chapter.
Let us strike as one.
That's just it. We're not together, so we're not getting the bonuses. If she stands up, she dies.
I grant you death.
Strike. Ah!
That one's not. I swung at the wrong one.
Protect me, please.
I can't, Lindsay.
falter. Bring it.
Jeez. These things just won't go down.
Cannot hide from me.
He's not. I have point blank blister.
Don't hold back. Onward.
Stay down, Lindsay.
Tear them apart.
Nowhere to run.
This will hurt.
You forced my hand.
Stay behind me.
You deserve it.
Try and do this rest again. Right, shepherd's pie. I don't know, should I use rations? Well, I think I have to go back to get Fiona out of near death's door, so yeah, let's use the rations up.
Dawnflower, guide my
Oh,
hand.
for the love of God! Jeez. What's attacking me now? How many of them? Rogues are the most dangerous.
I aim true.
Let us strike as one.
They go down.
3's to hit, and I can't hit.
You should have run.
I'll try to make this swift.
Game's not going to let me rest here, is it?
Don't get me wrong.
Finally.
Knowing how to forgive is as important as knowing how to fight. Without mercy for the defeated, the victor wins no glory.
What do you know about glory? The one who defeats everyone else is the most glorious. And the best mercy is killing fast without suffering.
Good thing I used rations, isn't it? Oh, shepherd pie worked. Camouflage worked. Now my ration should be down to 14. Oh, look, I've got a few people to level up. That's going to be important here. Oh, okay. Oh, we get to do some leveling up. Tristan will be important. How close are we to getting everybody to level up?
Anything is possible.
She's 100 points away. Amiri's 1,300 or 1,200 points away. Val is like 1,100 points away. So we've got a ways to go for the rest of the girls. Well, Ekin. Let's go ahead and level up Ekin. Ekin Dow. We're going to keep him in as a ranger because he's going to get a feat. I really don't know what else to splash him in because he's just really good as a ranger. We definitely want to keep up his stealth, right? His stealth and his lore nature and his perception. That leaves me 2 points. Now he threw one. Somewhere in there, I think maybe I threw one in use magic device so he could use scrolls. Because if you don't have a point in use magic device, you can't even try. Question is, he does have these that would give me +4 on both. And I just let his athletics mobility rest, because then again, that gives me a chance to roll the die, right? Because these are trained only. So that's why I'm splashing one. It's one thing I learned about this game. If there's an ability that says trained only, which is that one, that one, that one, that one. See, this is not trained. Persuasion is not trained. This one is trained. So there's 5, 6. So there's 6 out of all of these that are trained. And if you don't have at least 1 point splashed in them, you can't even roll the die. So I am going to waste these 2 points at this level on those, just so that he gets a chance whenever there's an Arcania check. A lot of times when you're walking through the dungeon, it's just a generalized Arcania check. You know, just like, whatever. And so it rolls for everybody's on their knowledge Arcania and see if anybody can do it. But if you're not trained, you don't even get to roll. It's like when you come up on a trap, if you don't have a point in trickery, it doesn't give you the choice of that person trying to do it. I always tries to choose the best person, but there's a lot of times, like in perception and some of these checks when you're going up against critters and stuff, that it's just a die roll for everybody and see if anybody hits. So that's why I'm throwing 2 points there. From there, I won't put any more in here. Kind of like the same way with use a magic device. I won't put any more there. At some point, I will drop 1 point in trickery just so that he can try if everybody else fails. And the rest of it's going to be now in athletics, mobility, stealth, his lore nature, and his perception. Because he's basically the lore nature. He's the ranger, right? Oh dear. Okay, I gotta get a drink. Sorry, folks. Welcome whoever just joined us. See, I've got some concurrent streamers, although it won't tell me who you are. So drop me a note in chat to tell me who's here. We're getting to level up a couple of people. We managed to make some levels on 3 of our people. So, feat-wise, let's see, what does he have? He has many shot, rapid shot, focus, precise shot, this. Now he's going to get another one here. He's going to get another one here, but that's not till 10th level. Deadly aim gives you extra clustered shots. I think it's clustered shots is the one I want. Because, yeah, when he makes a full attack, if it has like a damage reduction, it only gets to take the damage reduction. Normally it would go against each arrow, the damage reduction. This means that all the arrows add up their totals, and then they get to take their damage reduction, which means something will probably get through. So that's probably what I'm going to take. I don't... Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to take. Yeah, we're just going to take clustered shots. He's going to just be a bowman. Really good one. And he got some spells. Oh, he's got spells, but he doesn't have the wisdom to cast second level spells. Wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Yeah, he needed to have a wisdom of 14 to get able to cast. I think when he goes up to 8th level, I'm going to give him a wisdom of 14 so he can get extra spells. Alright, let's bring up Tristan, because he's gonna... I've been keeping him in the in his cleric range. There are some hybrid builds here for Tristan. If you go on various wikis and some of the build videos for Pathfinder, there are some interesting builds for Tristan where you can... I can't remember what it was. It was like... It's like you wait until you get to this level here, where you get the healer's blessing, and like the next 14 levels... I can't remember what they did. But there was one that they threw him in as a wizard. I think an alchemist is a possibility. He's not strong enough to be one of the fightery types. But you can go with something like a rogue or a wizard or even a kineticist would, or even, double him over into a druid, make him a nature. Because if you go into a druid, he would get an animal companion, right? Oh, that would just be so hilarious, wouldn't it? If I doubled him over into... Is it... I could do that. If I decided that he's done being Cleric of Sarenrae and throw him in as a druid, he'd get an animal companion. Right? Alignment restriction. I don't know. It says I can go there, so I could make him a druid. Get him an animal companion. And just go up as a druid from here on out. Then I could have, when Val goes up, I can have her become a divine huntsman to get an animal companion. I'd give us 3 animals. I don't know, chat. Anybody out there want to let me know what you think? I think it would be amusing, but I'm not sure it's for this particular playthrough because this was supposed to be my monk girl here chasing after Tristan. So, God, what a thought. The problem is that if you stay in cleric, he is going to get some really nice spells when he gets up to like 5th. And is it 6th? Yeah, chains of light and stuff like that. So he gets some really nice spells when he gets up here to these levels. So I think we're just going to leave him as the cleric. I am going to toy with that. I might do a video series on it. Place we call the zoo, and try and get everybody to switch into classes that have animal companions. Like have Val. So you could have a Miri become a ranger that just uses two-handed weapons, just focuses on two-handed weapons. She'd get an animal companion. You can run your own character as a ranger, and you'd get an animal companion. Have Tristan turn into a druid, he'd get an animal companion. The only one that wouldn't have an animal companion, I think, you could have Val turn into a sacred huntsman. She'd get an animal companion. Waste her talent as a tower shield specialist, but you could just build her towards being a good sacred huntsman. So that's Val, Amiri, yourself. You know you're going to get Ekin here, and Tristan. So you'd have 5 animals. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 5 animals. 6 characters. The only one who wouldn't have an animal would be Lindsay. She'd just be singing this. I have to get a soundtrack. The song that has the line in it, "A place we call the zoo." I have to play that in the background because that would be amusing. Yeah, but you need to have a druid to make that work. I think your main character needs to be a ranger or a druid. One of the ones, or a sacred huntsman. You need to have the main character has to have an animal too. Then you can have 5 animals, 5 characters, and Lindsay. So you'll have 11 characters going into every combat. That would be just insane. Okay. So we're just going to stay as a cleric, though, here. That's just very interesting. Hey! Made dresses. Hey, bro. What is the game about? Like Divinity, but Pathfinder? I've never played Divinity. Pathfinder is, it originally was a D&D, came out of D&D 3.5 is where it branched off. And, as the Wizards of the Coast took D&D to, version 4 and 5 and wherever they've gone now, Pathfinder went down a slightly different direction, and it's very D&D like. I don't know if Divinity has things like, if you're watching how I'm doing my level ups here, not only do you have statistics, but you have skills, and then you're also going to have traits, which is what I'm going to get to next. These two have to go up. Tristan, you're not very good at using magic devices. I'm going to put that up a little bit. What's your intelligence is 10, so you only ever get this many. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Okay. So those are my skills. Yeah, like I said, I've never played Divinity, so I don't know what Divinity is like, but this is very much swords and sorcery, fantasy, D&D-ish like. It has a different mechanic on how it makes your feats and things work through. So I've done my skills here. Your stats can go up every 4 levels. You get a point to put in something. Let's see, he's all at even levels here, so I think the next one I may just drop in his strength so he's not a -1. And then the rest of them will go in his wisdom because that's his primary stat. Okay. So these skills do various things for you. Athletics is, the nice thing is they have pop-up tooltips. So you're like, what does athletics do? Oh, okay. What does mobility do? What does trickery do? The ones you have to worry about are the ones that say trained only like that. If you don't have at least 1 point in a trained only, you can't do it at all. So that's why I try to, as I'm building characters along, I usually try to, if anything says trained only, I usually try to drop at least 1 point there so you can at least roll the die. Okay? So then we do that, and then Tristan goes here. If you haven't been with me before, Made Dresses, this was inspired by a poll I put out, and it came back 100% that everybody wanted to see me run a female monk, and my female monk is actually trying to romance this NPC that I'm leveling up at the moment. And I'm going to be leveling up the female monk that I built, Fiona, as well. No, weapon focus is silly for him. He is very, very squishy person. He's not going to. He fights and he has to. Otherwise, he like shoots bows and casts spells. Blind fight's good because it protects you from gains immunity from gaze attacks. What was it? Reach? Oh, I don't remember what I'm supposed to take. There are some really good guides out there. On how to pick things and how to sort of meta build people. See, this was me. I better check his reflex save. What's his? Reflex is 5, 9, 12 on that, 9 there. Reflex is 5. Maybe I'm going to take reflex on him. Lightning reflexes. Let's get his ability to dodge out of... Or I could take an extra channel. At this point in his life, extra channel might be more important. So I think he's already taken that once. I usually take it twice with him. Taking toughness. Yeah, I'm going to take extra channel so that I can help everybody else. Because he gets some bonuses here. And he got some new spells, so I can cast up to 4th level spells. Let's go into his book! I didn't realize I'd leveled up, otherwise I would have... So he's not going to be able to use his spells now, but he's going to get an extra one of these. I'd probably just give him a bless. No extra seconds. No extra thirds. Gets 3/4. I always take controlled fireball. He's a strange priest. He throws fireballs. Which is kind of hilarious. Protection from energy. Communal. Those are some of the more important things. Alright, and then we're going to go level up Fiona. I know I can't cast spells. I want you to level it up. She is going up as a straight old everyday monk. She's going to get another key strike. Now her hands are equivalent to hitting with cold iron and or silver. So things like Fae, which need cold iron to not be reduced in their damage, or lycanthropes that you need to have silver weapons to do damage to them. Her hands are the equivalent of that, which is kind of nice. And she gets a feat too. She gets 5 points. Now, the reason why persuasion keeps going up is because she's the Baroness. So there's a lot of things that she has to do all by herself, which is very, very annoying, quite honestly. Let's see, this is trained, isn't it? Both of these are trained. So we probably need to drop a point in each of these. And then I'm going to give her another point in trickery. And then next time I get points, I'm going to drop them all into like athletics, mobility, and stealth, I think, besides the perception and persuasion. Perception is important so you can see things in the world. Persuasion is important for the main character in Pathfinder. Pathfinder Kingmaker, the main character does a whole lot of things by themselves, so you've got to be fairly well-rounded. When you get to the... Yeah, very much so, Made Dresses. Very much kind of like the Neverwinter Nights. Baldur's Gate. I don't know if you ever played the original Baldur's Gate, but it's similar to that, except that here we've got feats kind of like on the more modern D&D concepts. Okay, so I've used up all my points. Now I'm going to have to pick a feat. Point blank shot. I've been kind of ignoring that. Because normally she fights in melee. She doesn't usually shoot. She could add 1 to her armor class from dodge. Oh, what's her saving throws? 8, 10, and 5. Well, her will saving throws are not that great. Interesting. I mean, I could take Iron Will to get that saving throw up, but I think her friends have outflank and she does not. So I'm thinking she's been fighting a lot with people that have the outflank ability. So maybe I should take that. Because it... See, I have Val, Amiri, and Jathal all have outflank. And when I level up Reganar, he's going to probably take outflank as well. So all my melee people can use outflank, and that gives them +4 to attack instead of... and if you manage to roll a nat 20, your opponents, your allies get to take attacks as well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and add... Oh, that's right, she's got some other things. Full attack of flurry of blows to make multiple attacks against a single opponent with unarmed strikes. Total the damage from all hits before applying damage reduction. Oh, this is kind of like the clustered shots. Only with unarmed strikes, no matter what other abilities. Well, that might be nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to take pummeling style rather than outflank. As much as I'd like to have outflank for her, pummeling style seems to be important because she gets multiple attacks. She can have 3 or 4 attacks around. And if she can do that and have all those attacks sum up before any reduction, we're going to take that. Stay the true monk, right? Okay. And then she's all done. Okay. Ta-da. We are done. Although we don't get to use our new spells. We are done. So, back on the road here. So we've made it this far. So I guess we need to go in and rescue the dude. We should probably put up stuff, shouldn't we? I should put up protection spells. She
My
puts on
skills are absolute.
bark skin.
And
She
Lindsay was
uses... I'm just using up the wand of mage armor. And of course Lindsay doesn't always get it to work. She's gonna put that on Tristan too. Maybe. Okay, never mind. We'll just have Tristan drink
Right
the
here,
potion.
my friend.
Tristan, drink this potion at the beginning of combat. I'm going to cast Hurricane Bow because that lasts. Does more damage with my arrows. You're going to cast Remove Fear, Lay Poison, protect us from that kind of stuff. Mary, you put bark skin on yourself.
I am your shield.
This last 1 minute level only lasts for a minute, so we'll hang on to it until we get to the edge of combat. And that's about all I can do right now. And because of my shepherd's pie, he gets 1d6 extra when he does his channels, which makes his channels much more powerful. So hope you're enjoying this, maid dresses. Let's get everybody together and see what's inside here. We've been in here once before, so just a matter of what's going on down by the wizard.
I'm there.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do. You,
Depend on me.
because he's got, now the dog has acid maw, so if he hits one of those branded trolls, it'll count as disabling it. Oh, looks like there's something in here. There's a branded troll, and there's something else here.
Now, the beginning of the hunt.
Oh, okay. Lindsay, sing. Jiminy Christmas. You can't do anything else but move. Can you move out of the way? Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have a dead wizard here. Man, I hate to get in the middle of all this, but that's Dimwit. He's the one that he had captured before. It's a branded troll. That's probably just a regular troll. Branded trolls are really hard. So if I run to here, continue, that lets the wolf come over here. Ekin.
I got you dead.
He's gonna act next, so we gotta try and do everything we can to take him down. I'm gonna cast that on my girl. Miri, you can get there. Rage out, dear. We're doing okay, but we're not gonna do enough. Val, I don't think you can get off a charge. Nope, no charges for you. All you can do is just run up here. Lindsay, you're already singing. You have to run up close to do the heroism thing, don't you? Can you make this guy fall down? No. Okay. I'm trying. You're just standing there instead of moving. And now he's dead. And now he stood back up. Okay, Stunning Fist. And extra attack.
Don't hold back.
Oh, that damage did nothing to it. All those swings and it didn't hardly anything. Alright, can you trip Dimwit? Thank you for tripping Dimwit. That takes one troll attack off. The thing, come on, Matt. Alright, you're just gonna lay in here. So that's Dimwit. Now we got this guy to take care of. I guess I just shoot him. Amiri, you're raging out, so just go pick on the troll. You can hit this one. Okay, so he's down and gone. Lindsay, you're still within range, so. And he gets to hit Amiri. And I come hit him. Miss. He did 2 and I rolled a 1. He needed 2 and I rolled a 1. How spellcasting works here? Is there a mana or something? No. It's very much like D&D. You get certain certain spellcasters like Lindsay here. She has I'll just show you by going into the book. If you go into Lindsay's book, you'll see over here, right in here, it says available spell uses per day. She's what they call a spontaneous caster. That would be like bards. Who else? Inquisitors, bards, sorcerers. So there's a class of characters that cast that way. And basically they get so many uses and they have a limited number of spells, but they can use them X amount of times a day. Like you see, she only has 4 first-level spells, but she can use any of them up to 5 times per day. Whereas the difference is you go to Tristan. Tristan has a whole huge bunch of clerical spells, but he only has 1 for his domain and 6 regular spells that he can cast every day. Before he does a rest, I should say. Not necessarily every day. You have to rest for 8 hours or whatever. And then for 2nd level, he can only do 5. 3rd level, he can only do 4. And 4th level, he can do 3. And that's because this thing has domains for your clerics. And they get an extra spell in that domain. So, and the spells are all, they tell you their range and what their effects are. And it's just a matter of you kind of have to read through what the spells do when you're setting someone up. I've played enough times that I know what these things do. So I know which ones I need based on the level and the part of the chapters that I'm in. And then Rangers get limited spells. They'll never get higher than 4th level spells. And then they're also ones that memorize. And people like Amiri doesn't have spells, neither does Val, and neither does our monk. Okay? So that's kind of how the spell thing works. I don't know whose turn it is. Oh, it's Dog's turn. Dog. Dog does get a name later on, by the way. Yeah, it's definitely D&D-ish cast. Like for here, I don't have any ranged cast here. See, I could cast this aspect of the Falcon. See how it did a little animation of him casting on himself? And that takes your standard action. Basically, you get a move action, a standard action, free and swift actions, which is very D&D. You know, the concepts are the same as the current D&D things. Just kind of give you an idea of how old I am, Maid Dresses. I still have the original pamphlet versions of D&D. I started with literally the first version of D&D. First commercial version. I think it was the second printing because they had some errors they had to clear out. But I have the original 3 pamphlets. So I've seen D&D evolve since the late 70s to what it is now. And I stopped following it when it went to the D20 system. Before that, it was a little more convoluted, but I felt like it was a little more worthwhile experience. When they started getting all the feats and things where you can basically have your character do things that are way out of line with what they should be, you know, it kind of got to me. So, but yeah, I've been a DM for 50 years now. No, not quite 50. 40 some odd years. 70, 10. I guess it's been 76, 77 was when they came out. 77 or... Yeah, it was 75 that I got my copy. So, not quite 50 years. OG fan? I'm sorry, OG. I'm not... Old game fan? I'm not sure what OG stands for. Anyways, Ukun kind of wasted that. He's just going to move in here. Tristan. Do you have a spell? Oh, here's one. I want to show you what this looks like. So Tristan's going to cast this Scorching Ray. And he's going to try and hit there. So he has to. It shows you that he has to move up to get in within range. Okay. So, I mean, it's kind of, before you click, you can, like, you go, oh, I have to move that far. And if that would put him, like, right next to another enemy, you go, no, I ain't going to do that. So he's going to move up, and he's going to try and cast this here. And he did. And it worked. He did 17 points of damage and took him down. That often doesn't necessarily work because you have to actually roll to hit with ray spells like that. So, I suppose we could talk to Bartholomew. Should we loot first? I think we're going to loot first.
Nowhere to run.
Yes, we're going to loot first. And then we'll talk to Bartholomew. Alright, he's laying down. Must be near death or something, I don't know. So, So here's Bartholomew. The wizard's clothing soaked with blood. His face is disfigured. One of his eyes is missing. He's beyond rescue. With tremendous effort, he moves his swollen belly lips to speak, his voice barely a whisper. So we didn't save him. I've played the game a couple times before. If you save Bartholomew, Delgado, you can later on get him to join your court. And yeah, he's an evil, kind of strange wizard. But if you get him to join your court, his big bonus thing is that he's also a vendor. So he buys and sells things. And he's inside your courtroom. So like when you come back from a big long adventure, you could just say, "Oh, take me to my throne room, deal with any cutscenes, and then walk over to Bartholomew and say, "Oh, by the way, here's like 4 tons worth of stuff. Give me my money." And and he buys everything. But we didn't get here enough. The trolls got in too many hits before I could stop them. I can't remember how I did it before. I think I threw a slow spell on them to slow him down, and that's how I was able to save him. But I can't remember how I did it. Anyway, tremendous effort. He moves his swollen body, swollen, bloody lips to speak. His voice barely a whisper. Too late, Your Grace. A shame. I had plans. So many plans. No time now. They stole an extremely precious item, my whip. But now I know where their lair is. The map points to a location on the map with his broken finger, leaving a bloody fingerprint behind. Since you couldn't protect me, you could at least avenge. I get 90 experience points. Okay. And now we loot the body. And we get a dagger, a helmet, and a cloak. What do we got? Cloak of Resistance +2, Headband of Vast Intelligence +4, and Arcane Protector. Another Arcane Protector? I have 2 of those? I have 2 Arcane Protectors. And Lindsay got to go up a level. So we can go take our Bard up a level. Let's go do that. The reason why it's very important, I will show you why it's very important to get Lindsay's level up like right now. Because as a Bard, if you look here, if she goes up to 7th level Bard, is there multiplayer in this game though? Not in Pathfinder. The Pathfinder series games that Owlcat made are single player. Because of everything they have going on inside the game, this game is massive. We are in Chapter 2, at the very, sort of at the middle third of Chapter 2. There are like 6 or 7 chapters, depending on how you define chapter. But there's, once we get done with the troll storyline, there'll be another storyline that will take us many game days to get through. And then once we get done with that, there's another one that comes almost immediately after that. And that one takes a very long time to sort through because it's almost in 2 parts. And then after that one, you have, see, that puts us up to 4. There's another one that comes after that, and then the last chapter is, there's sort of like a last chapter within the game here, and depending on the ending you get in that quote-unquote last chapter, you can actually end the game in that like 6th chapter. But if you make certain decisions, you will end up with sort of a 7th chapter, which is sort of like a bonus type thing where you have a bunch more things that you have to get done in order to actually complete the game. So it really depends on how you make your decisions there in that last chapter on how you actually end the game, whether you end it in chapter 6 or quote chapter 7. And along the way, there's all these side quests. Because there's like, you get errands for your companions, you get errands from different people, which you'll see later when I start getting more villages and stuff. I will get vendors that will give me gifts if I do certain chores for them, so to speak. I run around, do a bunch of errands for them, and we had one earlier. The Beldam, I can't remember her name now. the lady in the when we were chasing after the child, and she said go talk to the mother, um, which I did, and I found out that the kid actually went off into the river or something. But she said, "Oh, go find me. What is a? It's in my journal, isn't it? Oh, I can't get out of my journal here. Let's go back. Yeah. In the journal, we have. Was it down here? Errands. Mushrooms from the mud bowl. So, the old Beldam. And if she does that, then she becomes a vendor for us and helps us. So, it's really involved, and you can choose. The lovely thing about the game is like the one video series I did on it, I did as a ranger, and there's like a subclass of ranger that like is one with the storm, uses lightning and stuff. That's the one I used in that playthrough, and then there's just so many character classes. Like now I'm playing the monk, and you have to figure that's different than they don't play the same. So you have to make different decisions on how you're going to do combat, who's going to do what, where. Two things that are constant in this game, which I really love, is Amiri and Val. Amiri is a crazy lady with a big sword that just chops things up for you, and Val is like the solid rock, defensive wall that you can just hide behind. And with those two, if you keep them like I did with their feats, I gave them like outflank each, which are teamwork feats, so that, and they're invariably, fighting the same enemies. So they get to hit better, and that helps Amiri a lot because she doesn't have the greatest armor class because she's running around with big two-handed weapons. She doesn't have a shield. I put her in the best armor I can get away with, but being the barbarian that she is, a lot of her skills, her athletics and her mobility, are based on her not wearing heavy armor. So rage helps her get through some combats, but then it has downsides too that she goes. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to do Lindsay. Anyway, what I was saying, the reason why you want to do a bard as fast as you can to 7th level is this right here. Bardic Performance is now going to become a move action, which means she'll be able to sing and cast a spell, which can be dreadfully important. And she gets 3rd level spells, which are also a little bit kind of like in D&D. When you get to that, when you become a 5th level magic user, you suddenly get access to things like haste and fireball and stuff like that. It's kind of the same way with a bard. They get some really good spells at this level. So she's going to stay as a bard so she can do her singing as a move action. I suppose you could trade her out after she makes 7th level bard to being something else that could get an animal companion, which would be hilarious. 6 characters, 6 animals. All right, she gets 5 points, always with perception with her. I usually give her knowledge world because she's usually my cook. She's also my premier thief as far as trickery. And then the other two are kind of like whatever. I have her using magic device a lot, and I think I'm going to... She has a pretty good dex. Could give her mobility, or I could do stealth. I'm not sure what to do. I guess I could keep going. I've got people that are good in religion in this. I don't have anybody that's really good in knowledge arcania. Unless I bring along Octavia. She's my only wizard. That's one of the things that you will find in the game too, is that it has limitations on what you can get away with. I still think the next playthrough I do on this, whether I'm going to probably do it as a video series rather than a stream. I might try and do it as a stream as well, as I'm going to play a straight-up wizard. Because that, to me, is the one thing that's missing a lot in here is, the wizard-level heavy spell caster kind of person. So I figured I would try and run a wizard, see how well it goes, have a permanent spellcaster in the party, and then I can just worry about making sure that I have fighters around me and clerics to help protect me and keep the party together. That might be one where you could probably take Jathel a little bit more. Okay. What do I do with the last point? Stealth or Arcania? We'll go with Arcania. Okay. Lingering performance is interesting. Lasts for 2 rounds after you're done, but I never found a reason for. The only reason why you would do that is for some of the competence thing, because she could sing, and then for 2 more rounds you'd get an extra thing in there. Getting her the ability to wear medium armor might be something to do, but I don't think I want to do that till 9th or 11th level. Because for her fortitude and will saves are not that great. I could take cautious fighter. Fighting defensively and always have her fight defensively. Because she's usually casting spells and or shooting her bow. Right? What does she have? She has point blank and precise, so she can shoot into a crowd. She's got focus on trickery. Oh, weapons proficiency, sling staff. When did I do this? Oh, I did it because that's the picture of her. I wanted her to get a sling staff because I wanted to see what they do. Now I have to go find a sling staff somewhere. Dum-dum. I have to go see what they do. I have her using a crossbow right now, but I wonder if a sling staff would be better. Should I make her... I could do this. Dodge. Ah, so many things. I could get her extra performance, would let her sing more. Do I have any of those yet? Yeah, she has 1 already. Well, I'm not... What does Deft Hands do? Trickery and use... Oh, that's what I was going to do. I'm taking Deft Hands because it gives me +2 on Trickery and use Magic Device. And both of those will get up to 10 at some point. So then it'll be +4. Right now it's going to give me +2 on both of those. Which, you saw me, I was failing on using the thing here. Same year as Divinity, Original Sin 2. Yeah. That sounds interesting. I didn't realize that. So, yeah, I guess so. Owlcat has come out with a sequel to this called Wrath of the Righteous. It's very much the same leveling up system or whatever, although they've added a whole ton more classes and subclasses, and they've allowed you to turn the map, which in Pathfinder, the map is the map. You just have to kind of scroll back and forth, up and down. You can't like turn the aspect of it, so you can like look behind where a tree is or something. And in Wrath of the Righteous, they have done that. The difference between the two really comes down to, as far as mechanics go, in Pathfinder Kingmaker, we have that whole kingdom management thing that I have to go do every so often. In Wrath of the Righteous, you're on a crusade, and you basically have to run a crusader army. That's sort of your kingdom management in that one. So that's kind of the differences as far as, overall gameplay. In general, I mean, it kind of works the same way, as far as the mechanics of how you cast spells, how you assign people to do fighting, whether you want to do real-time or turn-based. I am a very large believer in turn-based. I have all my characters, my character groups always start off any combat in turn-based, so I can see what I'm facing. If I suddenly run into like 3 bandits, okay, I probably won't do that turn-based. I'll turn off the turn-based and say, just go get rid of them. And they'll go and do it. I hope to run into something like that here so I can show everybody how the real time works. I haven't done it very much in this game because I've usually been fighting things like trolls where I have to think about what the heck am I doing. But yeah, we're going to take Deft Hands. Deceitful can be good for trickery later on. It also helps persuasion, but you really don't need it. But Deft Hands definitely helps Lindsay because of the trickery and use magic device skill, because those are two things she does. She's our thief, so to speak, and our wand user. So she's going to take Deft Hands. And then, now this is where, as far as how you pick spells and things, this is where it gets scary, because the bards and people like them, they get spells, but they cannot copy anything from a scroll into their spell book. They just kind of know these spells through their craft. Wizards and alchemists and people like that can actually go. They can go to the scrolls, like Octavia. She has a whole lot more spells than what she would get by leveling up, because I have 2 or 3 scrolls of a specific type. She just goes ahead and copies one of them into her spell book, and she gets more spells. So it's a big trade-off on how you do that. In the sequel, they have a couple of hybrid classes that are kind of like, I can't remember what it was called. The Arcanist, I think it was. It's like you have spells in your spell book, kind of like a wizard, but you get to pick so many a day that you can cast them as many times as you want, as you have points, kind of like a spontaneous caster. It's like you get 5 casts per day at this level of first level spells, but you have to pick like 2 or 3 of this first level spells, and then you can cast up to 5 times those spells. It's really an interesting mix. I haven't quite figured out how it works in that game, because I'm doing other things here. Alright, so I get a first level spell. I really like Unbreakable Heart, because even though other people have it, because if you're already under such an effect when receiving the spell, the effect is suppressed for the duration of the spell. So things like Crushing Despair, Rage, Fear. But it is a single person. And then you also have the Remove Fear, which all my priest type people have, which helps save against fear type effects. She has Cure Light Wounds, right? City's Laughter, Grease Light, Hero Piercing Scream, Cure Light Wounds. So now it's like, what do I take? Monster Summoning 1 is really not worth it, because it's like a dog. It's like, if Monster Summoning 2 or better is where you want to be, where you can get either a wolf or 1d3 dogs or something. Haze of Dreams, 1 enemy creature. Creatures in 10-foot burst. With dazzle creatures. That'd be interesting. Expeditious Retreat. I can make our move faster. It's a personal thing, so it would just be on Lindsay. Hypnotism. See, it's 2d4 total hit dice. That's not going to help me a lot here. I've got trolls that have more than 8 hit dice, which means it would be totally useless against them. Might be useful against a handful of like a couple of kobolds or something, but even kobolds have like 2 or 3 hit dice each. So I'm finding that a lot of these spells are really, like sleep and hypnotism, they really aren't worth the time. So I'm torn between This is not limited by hit points, but it is fortitude negates. Creature is dazzled. Well, I could go there, or I could go with the Unbreakable Heart. I don't know. I only get one here, and I won't get another one for a long time. Because I know how the spell progression works. Well, if I should be without a cleric, well, she could always read it off of scrolls. Right? Well, let's go Flare Burst, I guess. We'll go with Flare Burst, and then she'll read the others off scrolls. Now, third level spells, this is where it's very, very important that you pay attention. Because she can get Haste. Haste is the most OP thing in the game. So, Divinity Original Sin, huh? Same time as Pathfinder. Never played Divinity. I don't play very many computer games as it is. Summon Monster 3. She doesn't really summon monsters. She could take Slow to slow down the enemy. What else is there in here? Oh, Featherstep Mass or Delay Poison Commune. Well, I got Clerics to do that. Right? I don't need that right away. Cure Serious Wounds could be really important at this point. She's not going to get many third level spells for a while here. Because it's going to be a while before she goes up a level. That would add to our curing capabilities. Thundering Drums is always cute. Creature in the area takes 1 unit of sonic damage for cast a level. Knock prone. Fortitude knocks half. All creatures, though, within a 15-foot cone. So it's your friends, too. So you have to be careful about some of these. Some of these are your friends, too. I think I'm going to be boring. I'm going to take Cure Serious Wounds because we've been getting hit a lot, and I don't seem to have enough spellcasters casting cures. Alright, so took Haste and Cure Serious Wounds. Our Trickery's up to 23. Okay, so that's everybody leveled up, and I think there's nothing else in here. Right? Very nice. I think I've taken everything out of here. Yeah, because I ransacked this place when I first got here, before he showed up. So, that's that. He's no longer with us. We do have some new equipment that we picked up. We have a headband of vast intelligence +4. No one here uses intelligence for spellcasting. It's wisdom, wisdom, and charisma. So that's going to go to somebody else. Cloak of +2. Resistance. I do have on this Winter Veil. It gives me cold resistance 10, but I don't think it's really worth it. I think I might just sell it. And that is... what do you got on there? You got a +1. You got a +1. Got a +1. You got a +2. You got a +1. So, should I put the resistance thing on me for a +2? And just swap? We'll just leave that one there for now. It's a +1 resistance cloak with cold resistance 10. So it's +1 resistance with cold resistance and she's got on +1. Let's make Amiri look cooler. That's the other thing in Wrath of the Righteous, the sequel to this. I'm not gonna look more into this game in your channel later. Thank you, Made Dreams. Have a good day. All right. For those of you that will be watching this later, I did want to make a point that in Wrath of the Righteous, you can turn on a little button that lets them, when you put on clothes like this, it will try to cloak them over your character so you can see what it looks like. Here they do it with the weapons. You get to see the weapons that they're using, that they have equipped. Because like here, if you go here, she puts that away and she pulls out her big sword. And then if you go here, she puts that away and pulls out a big club. All right. Right now we're fighting trolls that are fireproof, so she has to use an axe that has dripping acid here. What's it called? The Troll Reaper. It does extra d6 of acid damage, and it's basically because the trolls are, you know, fireproof, so they don't go down. But this isn't really going to help anybody at this point, which is kind of sad, because I don't have that. It's one of the reasons why I want to try and run a wizard, because I find these things relatively early, and I was like, yeah, give him his pluses to his bonus, to his main stat. All right, so I guess we just leave. We've already done all this. The doors are closing! The doors are closing! Actually, they're just hanging open. Okay. Yeah, I've seen that thing about you can set a region, blah, 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 and it's like, I've never figured out how to do that. So I have to get back to one of these doors. I think there's more trolls this way, and I am so dreadfully close.
Well,
Amiri is 600 points away. Val is 400 points away from going up a level. So it's like we are really close to getting these two ladies up. So I was going to try and see if I couldn't find a fight. I know,
In
stupid,
due
but
time.
hey. I'm dumb that way. I want to get my people up. And then when we get out of this, we are going to have to go to back to town because I need to get myself out of death's door condition. And then from there we will decide what we're going to do next. Oh, look, a trap. Traps are experience points. Lindsay? Traps are experience points. How many do we get?
Anything else?
Yeah, see here where it says Ukandayo can't pick locks, Tristan can't pick locks, Amiri can't, Valerie. That means that they don't have a point in trickery, so they can't even try. Alright, that's what that was all about. I'm trying to find more traps. I need more traps. There's lightning falling from the sky. I need more traps with this. I really hate it when it does this. I think they overdid the whole rain thing. I could have sworn there was more trolls out here.
Follow if you dare.
Maybe I'm wrong. Lightning's coming to strike me. See what I mean by you can't, you can do this to get around scenes and stuff, but you can't turn it to where you could be looking from the other side at that tree. That's something that is in Wrath of the Righteous, which I think makes it a little bit more superior on the tactical level, that you can switch things around. One thing you have to remember there, though, is that because you can turn the camera, like in this one, if there was a chest or something behind the tree, I would see it, okay? But, I guess maybe there isn't anything here. Bloody heck. Alright. So, we're just gonna get out of here because that's annoying. You, my dear reader, holding your hands. I once studied the Academy of the Arts and Protections, but I decided a real bard doesn't belong with the suffering walls of some school. I set off to find a hero, one worthy of being praised through the ages. Blah blah blah. Okay, so we're here. Now I have to go back here and rest because that's the only way I get It's going to take me 12 hours to get back. I'm probably going to have to rest before I get there. I don't think I can go 24 hours without a rest. Maybe I can. Just barely. Okay. Oh, no, we rested there, didn't we? So, yeah, okay, I'm fine. All right, so we go in here. We've got a little bit of junk to sell. So I'm going to go to the main square and unload the little trinkets and buy some more rations, because I think I'm down to 14? One of the things that I found, and it's in the wikis too, whenever you're
I do what I must.
whenever you're traveling, these things are on somewhat timers. You only have so many days to get everything done for a chapter. So the thing to do is you go in here. Yeah, I need 10 of those. 10 of those get me up to 24. I carry 4 days. And 6 people times 4 is 24. So I carry 4 days of these. Now, mind you, that's 240 pounds worth of stuff, which is why I have this, because it takes 100 pounds of that off of my weight. Okay? So that's one of the things that I always try to make sure. And the reason why you do that, folks, oh, he's got butter. Butter is good. Butter's in a lot of recipes, I found. He does have this huge bag of holding, but I don't think I have enough money to steal it. Yeah, see, I only come out 303 ahead here. So I haven't even got enough. This bag of holding is one that holds 200 pounds. If you can figure out a way to get to 25,000 gold, buy it. Forgo a magic weapon to buy it. The reason being is that now is 300 more pounds worth of stuff you can bring back to sell and then be able to buy the magic weapon that you would have bought to begin with. So yeah, it's important to get those bags of holding any way you can. That's one of the things you can miss with when Delgado, the wizard that we were supposed to try and save that we failed. That's the other thing he has, is he has another bag of holding. So I'm short. It's another small bag of holding like this one, I think. I can't remember if it's this size or this size, but I know I didn't have the money to buy it at the time. So that's the other thing when you first go and meet him. If you can have a stash of money like I have now, that's really kind of important, because you can pick up stuff from him that you can't pick up if he dies. Let's deal that out. But the reason why you want to have camping supplies is you saw in that one that I used camping supplies when I'm hunting. Basically, it makes one hunt die roll that way, and whatever fails on the hunt die roll, it makes up for in camping supplies. Plus, if you're in a dungeon, you have to use camping supplies. If you're not outdoors, you can't hunt. But the thing is it saves you time, because if you fail a hunting die roll, it keeps making them until it gets all the rations if you're not using camping supplies. So go ahead and hunt. You might get lucky, and the hunter will get you 6 and you won't use any camping supplies. But if they only come up with 4, it basically gives you 1 die roll. And a way to think of it is it gives you 1 die roll unless you get some more. So, all right. What am I? How many hours have been at this? I'm at 2.5 hours. Oh dear. Okay. I don't think I have something there. 25,000. I wonder if I have enough of those trinkets to sell to get that bag of holding. Go follow my own advice if I can. All right, so I do have to get some scrolls too. All right, I need to get to my bed. Now let's go in here and see if we've got any cutscenes. I didn't check to see if I had anything going on. I might have cutscenes I have to deal with here. It's always a problem. Yep, cutscenes it is. Here we go. Chandra Murphy. A problem demands your personal attention, Your Grace. Oh, I hate this one. Your acquaintance, Oleg, has been refusing to pay his taxes for months now, even though his trading post is located in your lands. The fool didn't realize he should have come to you immediately, but even so, please lend him your ear. I don't recall granting permission to waste my time on such trivial matters. There can be no justification for tax evasion. There's nothing to talk about here. That's lawful evil. This is chaotic. Trivial matters about taxes. And this is probably the lawful thing. What's the matter, Oleg? Make a clear effort not to spit on the floor. Since the moment you founded the barony, Your Grace, I became your subject. He grits his teeth. But I'm still also a subject of the Eldori in Rostov. No, you aren't. You're mine. When you brought down the Stag Lord, I thought my troubles were over. But no, Oleg shakes his head. My whole life I've paid taxes to Rostov. Now, on top of that, your tax collectors darken my doorstep. Which would you rather swear allegiance to? Neutral good. We won't collect any taxes this month. Let him go. I'll discuss the matter with Oleg's fealty with the Sword Lords in Rostov so we can determine whether he should be bound to them or to me. Lawful evil, Keston's on guard. I have a son who just thinks lawful evil is the best. He would love this game. He'd play a lawful evil wizard or something and just keep on picking all the lawful evil things and just having a blast. Baron so we allow them to collect taxes and roll extra. It's only fair. We won't collect taxes. No. Advisors? Oh, look, which would you rather swear allegiance to? Rostov or myself? Let's ask Oleg what he wants. Oleg looks like he's surprised to be asked. He thinks for a moment, and you realize he's making an extraordinary effort to be polite. Forgive me, Your Grace, but regardless of what banner they fly, all tax collectors are little more than bandits to me. At the Eldor, I know who truly rules this realm. A coach with 2 coachmen cannot travel a straight road. Oleg is more important than a few months' worth of taxes. Collecting now would ruin a kind and honest, if somewhat clueless man. Keep that in mind, Your Grace. Alright, well, we'll go argue with the Sword Lords about it later. Oh, I thank you, Your Grace. He bows awkwardly and rises embarrassed. That's most just of you. You should be more forceful in negotiations, Your Grace. You purged the lands of the bandits. You brought order to the realm. You should be the one collecting taxes from the populace. Yeah, you're a lawful evil girl. I'm certain we can reach an agreement with Jamandi and acquire the trading post in short order without any direct conflict with the Sword Lords. Did I raise up some people? Did I get some... I've picked up a bunch of experience points here. Did I get them... Why did she not get the... Why didn't they get the experience point? I'm worried now. Why didn't we get those experience points?
I am never wrong.
They're falling further and further behind me. Now we gotta get to 51,000. That's like 16,000 away. That'll be a long time before I get to 8th level. I do have other people to level up here. Octavia, Jubilist, Jathal, and Reganar. I did decide that I think I'm going to try Reganar just going straight down the mage's path, because I've never really done that. I always swap him out to something else. I'd like to see how tough he really is. It's just a straight up mages. And with Octavia, I can never see a reason not to have her be an arcane trickster because she can get there by her like 3rd level or something. It's like by the time you get her and get her leveled up, the first time you're leveling her up, you can actually back your way into becoming an arcane trickster. So she can be that for a long time, and then you just after that you decide whether you want her to go down the go back to being a rogue or become more powerful wizard, or in my case, I think I might turn her into I don't know, something that has an animal companion just so she can have an animal too. It just strikes me as somebody that have like a leopard or something, you know. I don't know. I'm really fixated on this idea of creating everybody having an animal companion if I can, just to see how ridiculously powerful that must be. Okay. Intelligence is actually her thing is intelligence, and his thing is intelligence, isn't it? He's the treasurer. I think we're going to give him the first one here. We're going to give Jubilis this, because I think that affects how he does his treasurer's job. Not 100% sure. So he needs to level up. Jathel needs to level up. Reggie needs to level up. He needs to level up. He ain't leveling up. And he's way far behind because I screwed up at the beginning of the game. So he's got like 4,000 more. So Aram's always going to be way far behind us on experience points. I don't know why I can't get these guys. I thought I picked up. They must have been further out than I knew. Because I thought we picked up enough there to get that done. Oh, that's why I didn't check. I'm so stupid. I am very dumb. So that was my forced thing. Hands of gold. She failed. She needed a 14. She had plus 4, 5, 6. She needed a bloody 8. She rolled a 2. Dang it. Leave the stolen lands, but at least it didn't lose me anything. Problem with taxes. It seems that a neighbor's state continues to collect taxes from your subjects. Visitors met with the Baroness. I got 1 from the economy. Hey, economy went up 1. That's the treasurer. He'll be happy. Cheap publicity. But I can't do cheap publicity because I need this. Rank ups. Well, actually, I could do cheap publicity because he's going to be busy, right? He's busy for 6 days. How long does cheap publicity take? Takes 14 days. Yeah, what the heck. I do weird things. Okay, advisors. Yep, he's in the treasury role. So I have to get one of these. These things have to get up higher, like to 4th level or higher, one of these. And then you get some more over here. He gives you Arcania. Treasurer gives you... Let's see, this one... She'll give you Diplomat. He gives you... This one gives you a Warden. She gives you... One of these gives you a Diplomat. The other one gives you Espionage. And then he gives you the Arcania. So you get Arcania, Warden, Espionage. Might be coming out of the Treasurer. Espionage. There's one more, but I can't remember what it is. So yeah, I've got to get these things up. So that's why I have to work on those. It's like if I go out to the map, so I only have these two things. I need to be able to claim this and this. There's like I can't claim this until I get done with the second thing. There's going to be a thing that's going to come up about the Canelands that I will be able to claim them. There'll be an event or something that I have to deal with. I'm not sure if it's what exactly it is, but there's like an event that I have to deal with to get the Canelands. And then I can claim them, and then when you build a village down here, as you get these other areas, like up here for Trade Guard, I got an event that I can build. I got the Alchemist as a court alchemist. And so as you put a village into each one of these places, you'll get new vendors, and they will have errands for you to do. And if you do them, then they'll start bringing you gifts. And as you build up the area, then the gifts get better and better. So it's actually a good way to generate money, because usually they send you, you'll have like an exotic weapons dealer, and it's like, it's not the weapons I use, so I don't really care. Okay, so it looks like we're okay there. I probably should build up, though. I really should build things up, shouldn't I? I'm sorry. I need to go back in here. I need to build up... What are my stats? 22, 29, 18, 17. So I really need to get the economy up. So let's go build some economy buildings. I don't know what I've got going on here. I think I'm actually pretty filled up on the town here. I have a lot of empty spaces. I got one empty space. Oh, piers. Piers helps economy. No, helps economy. When I upgrade it. So let's build a pier. That'll help the economy. Gets me a point of economy. What have I got here? I've got a tavern and a barracks. Brewery helps relations. Beer. Beer helps relations. That's cute. Granary helps community. Loyalty. I got that. A lumber yard. It has to be set. Actually, I could put it there. I'd get an extra one to my relations, too, for economy. That's interesting. So that would give me an extra economy to build a lumber yard. You got to kind of be careful about some of these because, like, say the watchtower. If you click on the watchtower, it says can only be built in a separate slot, which is like this thing here. So you have to kind of be careful where you build things. Wooden walls. Helps military. Well, I should probably build a wall around my capital, shouldn't I? How many build points do I have? I have 218. Let's build wooden walls. Do I have to put it? Do I have to click there and save it? There we go. Okay. So now I've built it. And then I was going to go ahead and build the wood mill. Oh, what was it? Lumberyard. I don't know if I want to build it there because... Oh, bloody heck. Adjacent to a shrine. Got the bulletin board in there, right? +1 to stability when located a settlement with a tavern. With a tavern. Doesn't have to be adjacent to it. Okay. Okay, so the brewery only needs to be in a place with a tavern. So when I expand my space to being bigger, I can just get a brewery in here. Okay. I'm trying to make sure none of these would be like important to be next to that. Shop helps economy and an extra economy when adjacent to a tavern. What have I got over here? So I've already done that once. Got a shop and a smithy. And the smithy got affected because it's by the shop. Gave me 1 to economy. Okay. And the lumber yard in the ultimate thing would say, it gives me 1 economy now and will help me with relations with the peers. Shrine. Alright, I'll just put the lumber yard there. See what happens. That's Tuskdale. So my economy should go up a couple points. My relations will go up a point. Gotta try and figure out how to get divine up. Divine is always the hard one, from what I remember. They used to be... Oh, there it is. So we go to Trade Guard. We don't have a tavern up here? I have 2 bulletin boards? That's stupid. Why do I have 2 bulletin boards? I have a bulletin board there. Vulcan's Alchemist Shop. Longhouse. Why do I have 2 bulletin boards? Where's the other one? Bulletin board. Okay. Oh, I think I wanted to get rid of this one because this is an alchemist shop. That's right. I wanted to get rid of that one because I don't need 2. Alright. And... because I already have 1 sitting there. And then this is another one where I want to put in piers. Right? And then I've got an alchemist shop, and if you put... he's adjacent to a tavern, gets 1 to economy. If I put the tavern here, then I can get... where's the tavern? Bloody heck. Tavern is +1 adjacent to a longhouse, +1 espionage when adjacent to a barracks. So I can put a barracks in here. Like here. In the long run. So I'm going to put the tavern here on the water. Oh. So let's put a tavern. I can't remember how this thing expands. So I'm going to put the tavern there. Because the smithy has to be next to a shop. A shop. So I'm thinking of putting like a shop here and a smithy there. And then on that side I'll put a barracks. That'll give me some bonuses. There's supposed to be a way that you just basically like build up nothing but religious things here or whatever and helps your religion. I'm too much of a want the village to be complete kind of person. Which is probably not the way to do this. As you get villages, you should probably just say, okay, time to get religion up, and you just build like minimal other buildings like the bulletin board and a longhouse, and then after that it's like shrine, and just, you know, bounce shrine and monument, just bounce up your religion to get it up higher. That's metagaming. I don't like metagame. Not for stuff like this. So that's got me started. Let's just see how that pans out right now. Let's see where we're going. Okay. And that takes care of that. And we still need to find some experience points for us. Alright, first thing I gotta do is I need to go rest. Because, hey,
I'm off.
you know, oops. Oh, I should check here. And if I do this by type in ascending order. Don't we have another one of these? I have an arcane protector. I have 2 arcane protectors. I have a very large great club. +2 great club. Its size penalty to many creatures is reduced to 2. I think I'm just going to sell it. I guess 8 to 22 does 2d8. It's huge. I don't know. Maybe I'll give that to Amiri. She likes things like that. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's 300 apiece. I think these are 300 apiece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that'd be like 3,000 for 5,000. I don't know if I have enough. These are like 400 apiece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't know if I'll have enough. Well, maybe if I sell one of the clubs. Shall we go try and see how much money we can make? It doesn't want the Stag Lord's Law. Now, this is an ancient Cyclops coin. These things were worth some money, too. 200 apiece? I'll keep 1 as a memento. Right? Okay. Actually, I'm going to get out of here before I go to sleep. I'm going to run out here. I'm going to go down to the storyteller and turn all this stuff in. We'll see how much cash we have. See if we have enough to get that bag of holding. Uh-oh. What was that? Something happened. I hit a button. I think I hit my Windows button there. Brought some relics. Touches the items from your pack. Coin from non-existent country, coral restaurant, chained at Brabebe, provided the addition of such coins by Ori folk, and the Eldori sword lords are required to use no coins decorated with a coral's profile, but no one was quick to be rid of these prohibited coins. Oh no. Many houses they still store boxes and whole chests of such coins, waiting for the day when Rosslyn declares its independence. I got 2,600 for the ancient Rosslyn coins, 3,200 for the Taurite pendants, 3,900 for the tokens of the Dryad, and 2,700 for the Taldan Warriors dog tags. Okay, I'll leave you to your lessons. Inventory. Barely enough, 26,000. Alright, Amiri, what have you got here? You've got a great club that does 7 to 16, and you could have this thing which does 8 to 22. So let's swap clubs. Throw that away. Where are you, girl? My girl. I believe you are going to carry this. You, sir, are going to carry the other one. Okay. But we can sell this club for 2,000. It's a dart +2. Simple proficiency, so anybody can use it. I think I'm going to keep that in my chest. Okay. So, before I spend my money on anything else, I'm going to go out here. I'm going to go get that bag of holding. Before I forget, I want to have that bag of holding. And I can sell the big club. I'm going to keep the dart, but I'll sell the big club. That'll give me a few thousand to buy some healing scrolls. Is that snow? No. VII, that's 8. Oh no, I guess that's supposed to be rain. I was like, snow in August? Are you kidding me? It's like nuclear winter or something. You have an item that I want to buy. Would you like to buy a club? Well, I want to put that on somebody. Probably that on somebody. Although it's worth some money. Well, I could... What I got here? Wand of Vanish. Last for 3 rounds. That's a good one to keep. Wand of Find Traps, 16 charges. Wand of Fireball, definitely. Wand of Lead Blades. Ranger to use that, really. Wand of Magic is a level 3. We're hanging on to that one. Wand of True Strike. That could be useful. Especially for, like, Reggie. Wand of Bane. I was keeping the Wand of Bane, so like if I need to use Bane, I use the wand. Caster level 1. I can sell that to him. Don't really need that. Scroll of Doom. I think there's some place where I need to have a spell called Doom. Scroll of Ray of Sickening. I don't see me using it. Remove blindness, remove blindness. Cast level 15, cast level 15. I don't know why they don't stack. Restorations are really worth anything. Well, I guess that's about all I can do there. I need this for her. No armor. I guess I can give him the Great Club +2. That'll leave me with a couple thousand gold. Still have 3,000 gold left. Okay. So that's good. Now I have 2 of these. So this one holds 200, this one holds 100. So, you know, I basically can carry 300 pounds without counting. Which is a lot. I mean, that's a lot of extra armor and stuff that can be worth one-on-one of gold. Alright, now I need to go back. And I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go back. I'm going to double check my spell books. We're coming up on 3 hours. Let's go in here. Please, no more cutscenes. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want any more cutscenes. Didn't I have to talk to Keston? I don't know if I had to talk to Keston about that.
How may I serve you, Your Grace?
Nope. Okay. So let's go in here. We're gonna go through the spell books real quick. Make sure I have some decent spells. Character. Start with Ekon. Ekon can't cast those. He's got Acid Maw and Hurricane Bow. Okay. Tristan has a Bless, 2 Remove Fears, and 2 Unbreakable Hearts. That's pretty good for him. Bone Shaker, 2 protections, and a Summon Monster 2, and that's his. I mean, I could take protection from Evil Communal instead of Scorching Ray. I think we'll just leave that alone for now. 3rd level, this is where things get dicey. I have 2 Resist Energies and Fireball and this. Should I take a second one of these? I guess we'll be okay there. And in 4th level, I have 2 protections from energy and a fireball controlled. This might get changed around a bit. I might take a death ward. But I think we'll start off this way. Just to protect me from basically enemies that are throwing spells and stuff. Plus I can cast like protection from fire, and then even this controlled fireball won't do my people that much damage because it'll be negated by my own spell. Alright, so he's done. Oh man, I really need to really need to level these people up, don't I? Because they're gonna get new spells. Alright, let's do Octavia. She's going up as an Arcane Trickster. Oh, she gets 6 points. So Perception for sure. I've had her be my Arcania. And use Magic Device. I probably should put 1 in here just so she can have a decent chance at doing an athletics. Let's she's got the dex, so let's take up her 3 dex abilities, shall we? Okay. That sounds like a good idea. Greater spell focus. Harder, but I mean her transmutation, she doesn't. What do I want her to do? Learn how to cast spells while wearing armor. Reduce the arcane spell faster chance due to armor you are wearing by 10% for any spells. That might be worthwhile. Deft Hands is trickery and use magic device. This is trickery, this is trickery. So, again, she's going to be kind of a backup trickery and magic device user. If she's in the game, I'm going to need her to be able to use like scrolls and wands and things that she might not otherwise be able to use. Trying to see what else is in here. These are always kind of things that people are like, oh, I got my saving throw up. I've gotten to the point where now I don't worry too much about it until I get up to like 15th and 17th level. Then I waste them up there because I've gotten all the other things I need. She could try to take Quicken Spells 4 levels, Maximize Spells is 3 levels, Heighten Spell. Extend. power. I just don't know. Persuasive is nice for just for. Just do on all mobility and stealth chill check. I might take that in the near future. Of course, I could take toughness with her because she's kind of squishy. The idea is to not let her get attacked. She's supposed to cast spells, even though she does have the roguelike abilities. She's more of a spellcaster. She doesn't really have. I mean, they're still concentrating on her spells rather than her trickery stuff. She has impromptu sneak attack. So that'll be useful. She's already got accomplished sneak attacker in. Precise shot, point blank shot. Focus on trickery. This will help her trickery and her magic device check thing. Trickery at range. The invisible thief. Do sneak attack. So it's only 1 round now, and then it would be 2, and then 3, and then 4 at 9th level. And she gets more sneak attacks up here. She's already got like 2 or 3 of them. Her sneak attack damage is ridiculous. And some of these abilities here that she gets, she can use spells as sneak attacks or whatever. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just take Deft Hand. And now she can get 3rd level spells. So she has those. 3rd level spells. She already has Haste, Stinking Cloud, Fireball, See Invisibility, Hold Person. Does she get to choose any spells? She can choose any spells. She already has Haste. There we go. Is there anything at 2nd level that she really wants? I mean, she strikes me as someone who would have Hideous Laughter just for kicks, but Lindsay kind of has that covered. Yeah, Necromancy and Abjurations are no good for her. She has pretty much all the seconds that she needs. What does she got up here for 3rds? Yeah, these won't help her because they're abjurations. Takes 2 slots for them to be useful. So she could take slow. Right? That helps in cloud control. Let's take a slow. She has a fireball. I'm going to take a summon monster so she can bring in things to help her. Because she can write things into her book. It's like we get a scroll of heroism, she can write that. And same thing with a lightning bolt. Thinking about immediate, I would probably go summon monster. And I need to go back to her book. Okay, she has another second level spell. She has a mirror image, an arc, and an acid arrow. If she comes out with us now, she probably would need the acid arrow. Assume she's going to come on a troll hunt at some point. She has a fireball, haste, see invisibility. I don't know whether to take a slow or to take summon monster. Yeah, we go with summon monster for now. Alright. That's her. Now we gotta go to Reggie. So, what am I gonna do with Reggie? Oh, I was gonna keep him going down the Magus line, because I just want to see what happens. He only gets 3 thingies. So I've had him going... I really want to get his persuasion up. So I think I'm going to race his persuasion up this time. Or not persuasion, his perception. And then we'll try and work on his athletics and magic device, maybe Arcania. So he just doesn't have the high intelligence to get the extra point. He can do a feat. What have I been doing with him? Extra arcane pool, weapon focus on the scimitar, so he's into scimitars. Combat casting, extend magic, fight. So what's he gonna get here? He can wear medium armor without it failing, and he gets an automatic dispel magic. And a feat is an ability a character has mastered. So that's where I'm at his feats. And he already has... Didn't he already have... No, he does not. So I want to give him outflank. Right? Because when he's in line, he's going to be in line with one of the other people that's got outflank. And he needs that to be able to hit better. Okay. That was easy. Spells. I don't want to give him spells. I'm tired of spells. He doesn't have any good spells here. Because his best spells are ones that are like touch spells. He had corrosive touch and shocking grasp. Those are better for him than most of this other stuff. This would make him move faster. Right? That might be worthwhile. 1 minute per level, he can move faster without a haste being invoked. Yeah, because he needs to get to places faster. 3rd levels. A vampiric touch. Two caster levels, maximum time you gain temporary hit points equal to the damage you deal. So you could use that with his weapon. Because that's a touch attack. And he has the ability to use anything that's a touch attack, he uses it on his weapon, it goes off as if it's on his weapon. So if we go vampiric touch. And if he does displacement, he probably won't ever use displacement. But we're going to use displacement for possible defenses. He gets 2 3rd levels. Okay. Now Reggie, if you look at his spellbook, he's a spontaneous caster. So he has these 6 spells, but he can cast them, any of them, up to 5 times per day. Here it's 4 times per day on these 5. Again, a defense, an offense, defense, offense, defense. And this one, some of these just come, like the resist energy just shows up. And like here, he gets a Dispel Magic. It's just like, it's there because of his going up as a Magus. So he gets Dispel Magic automatically. And then I've got, this is an offensive and this is a defensive. And then his, this stuff is based on Charisma. So if I can get an extra like Charisma headband that will give him an extra +2 or +4, he'd get more castings out. And he becomes much more powerful. Okay, who else did I not label up? He's going to be straightforward, I think. We're just going to keep him as an alchemist. We're not going to play games. He gets 5 points. I've been perception always. I usually do I think we'll leave the stealth and the other one out there, and we'll move those up to 6s. Next time we'll put these up to 6s, this one to 8, and then something else up to 7s. Slowly but surely trying to creep them up to only being like 1 point below my normal level, kind of thing. Yeah. He's got problems. Low wisdom, no strength. I mean, he's great as far as the intelligence goes and stuff, and he's not bad on his dex, but when it comes right down to it, his will saving throw is a +1, and he can't carry bloody heck anything. So, other than very specialized missions, I don't usually take Jubilist very far. What has he got going for him? Stop that. So he's picked up, this is going to be 4d6 now. And that's it. I think he gets 3rd level spells. Trickery and use magic device. Again, use magic device is important. Extra bombs is that. Okay, so he's got point blank shot, precise shot, ability focus bomb, +2. Throw anything. Precise bomb doesn't affect allies. Acid bombs. Infusion means that my bombs, my spells now are usable on everybody. And I'm going to get another discovery there. Poison resistance. At 10th level, he's immune. So right now I'm +4. +4 against poisons. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4 dice of damage with my bombs. How many of them I get to throw? Plus his intelligence modifier. 7 plus his intelligence modifier, so like 8 or 9 or 10. I could do a dodge. I could just go with Iron Will. Just give him a little bit of chance of or I could give him toughness. I think I'll hold off on toughness. Think, and they tell me to I think I'm going to take Iron Will. I want to get his saving throw up a little bit. And then I get a 3rd level spell. A 3rd level spell. A single 3rd level spell. And that is going to be protection from arrows communal. Because I have Cat's Grace, Barkskin, Cure Moderate Wounds. Some support person there. True Strike. Bomber's Eye. Again, support caster here. So I'm thinking protection from here. I believe I can read scrolls into his book. So it's like Scroll of Heroism, Scroll of Haste. I can pick these things up through scrolls. This one is just like if I don't get a chance to get to a scroll, this is the one I'd want him to have the most often. Okay. Just to keep those kobolds that shoot arrows and things, keep them away from me. Alright, and then I have Jathael, right? Well, I guess we keep her in her Inquisitor role. Alright, well, I'm lazy. I'm just going to keep her in Lizard. I like this because now she's up to once per day, 4th level, every 3 levels after, and just once more. 1 additional time. So she can do 3 judgments a day, which helps her combat abilities a lot. And she gets 3rd level spells. So if I was going to switch her, I wouldn't switch her till after she gets at least 3rd level spells. And if you want to switch her to something else. But some of these things are like really nice. You select 2 different judgments, and then up here, if you get a crit, you ignore damage reduction, and this one is like true judgment. I mean, there's some neat things if you get way up there in levels. So I want to get her up there and take her out with some of these extra abilities and see how she does. There's some special quests you have to do for her anyway, so it's worthwhile to build her up correctly. I've got 5 of these. Perception always. She's got 4 left. I don't know where to go. Keep those 2 even. And then I think we'll go... We'll just kind of keep her even-keeled. She's not an expert at anything. She's kind of jack of all trades. Next time we'll give her another point in use magic device or 2. Try to get all these up to plus 10s here. Or maybe not Knowledge World. And get her this stuff up too. So lots of things I have to do to make her go up a level. And she gets a feat. Point blank shot, she doesn't really use ranged weapons. She uses that big old nasty thingamajigger. She could go with heavy armor. She have a decent strength. She does have a decent strength. Maybe I should have her get into heavy armor so we have someone else that can wear some of this really nice plate mail I've been finding. I don't know. Bane weapon is really nice too. I think I'll take extra Bane. Because she has toughness. She has weapon focus on her side. Dazzling display. So she can try to do a dazzling display. If that fails, we'll do extra banes. And I think the next time she gets a regular feat, then I'm going to take heavy armor. But yeah, we're going to try extra bane. Well, actually, dazzling display, intimidating prowess. Strength modifier to persuasion when used to intimidate checks. In addition to your charisma modifier. What is dazzling display? When wielding the weapon in which you have weapon focus, you can perform a bewildering show of prowess as a full round action. Make a persuasion, an intimidate check, to demoralize all foes within 30 feet who can see your display. So it's a persuasion roll, but it's actually to intimidate, which means if I used intimidating prowess, she'd get to add her strength bonus too. So her persuasion is not that high. So maybe I need to pop her persuasion up. I think we're going to take those two down, and we're going to put those in her persuasion. Her persuasion needs to start coming up because she's going to do that dazzling display stuff. And then, so she'd be +8, and if I added the strength, it'd be +11 to her thing. Okay, so we're going to do intimidating prowess. We're going to try and make her an intimidating beastie. Alright, we'll take extra bane weapon on one of these next couple levels. Alright. She gets some spells. This is, again, she's a spontaneous caster, so she only gets to pick a spell to throw in her book, but then that's all she gets for that spell. Now, she's got Remove Fear, Expeditious Retreat, Inflict Light Wounds, because that's what heals her, Divine Favor. I almost want to say, like, either True Strike or Stunning Barrier. No, Deflection and Resistance, which are in my magic items. One of the things you got to worry about, folks, is the types of things. Like if you see a deflection bonus, like on this thing, it says +1 deflection bonus, +1 resistance bonus. If you look at the person's inventory, if they have a cloak of resistance, that's the resistance bonus. If they have a ring, which is, you know, like a +1 ring, that's usually a deflection bonus. They will not stack. So sometimes it's not worth doing because they won't stack with what you already have. And so it's a waste of your time to try. It just sounds so much like her to do a Doom. Right? I mean, that's in her character to do a Doom. Or a Bane. What do you think? Bane? Doom is 1. Bane is everybody. All enemies within a 30-foot burst centered on her. Mind affecting fear, compulsion, emotion, negative. Okay. Yeah, what the hell? Let's just do a Bane. And then 3rd level spells. We have eloquence. Build the gates. Magical vestment, one friendly creature within trust. See, she doesn't get the ability. Resist energy communal. She's got see invisibility already. Huh? Yeah, we definitely want see invisibility because things are invisible. You don't like that. The real question is whether you want to delay poison on everybody or resist energy. If she's going to be kind of the de facto, she might be the one that's replacing a cleric, right? So we'd have to have the delay poison, I think. Yeah. Resist energy would have to come from like scrolls. Let's see invisible and resist poison. Well, she's undead. She shouldn't be affected by poisons, but her companions would be. Alright, I don't know. That's probably wrong. Yeah, she's a spontaneous caster, so I don't get to choose those. 5, 4, 3. And she uses wisdom, so I need to get her a wisdom thingy. Inventory-wise. So she needs one of this. I need one of those too. I need a wisdom crown because it would help. Got a nice belt. The health gives me +2 on everything, so all this is really nice. Now I need something that, you know, a crown that'll give me +2 on everything, maybe, or something. Lindsay has one with a charisma. Val has nothing. Nothing. Just gave him the intelligence thing. He's nothing. She has nothing. She gets the next intelligence one. Because of her wizardy spells, she needs to get her intelligence up to getting even more spells that she can memorize. Alright. What a nightmare. I might still sell these for money. This one. Oh, this should be on... Reggie's got one. She's got one. Probably in Octavia. There we go. Like, what do you mean she can't wear the cloak? She has to be able to wear the cloak. Although I might give her the shadows on. Oh. I like that one for sneaky people. So he's got on the wyvern. So I need one. I need one more +1 cloak, and then everybody will have a +1 cloak. And as I find the +1 magic rings, everybody gets at least a +1 magic ring. Then as they go up, you use like the +2s and the +3s. Those go on the people that are actually in the current adventuring group. And if you're going to have to swap people, you do an inventory swap before that, so that you can take care of that. So like now her, she doesn't have any armor on at all. Why is that? Why do I have no armor on you? I don't know why I don't have any armor on you. Especially now, you should be able to put on leather armor. Okay, I have to keep my eyes out. If I get a magical set of leather or something, I'll give it to her. Okay. Alright, that's what we got. Alright, so I've got everybody with their spell books. I got everybody leveled up, right? Everybody that I can level up, I have leveled up. Got a couple fighters that still have... He's a level 7, she's a level 7. He's a level 7, he's gonna take a while. She's a level 7. Val's gonna... Next adventure, Val and Amiri will both go up. And she's a level 7, he's a level 7. Dog's a level 6. He's a level 7. And I'm a level 7. Okay, so I just need to rest. And into bed I go. And then I go over here. Come out here. And there's stuff going on in our kingdom. It's my time. Alright, I've been at this 3.5 hours. We'll start up next time with checking out our kingdom. We'll check out our journal and see what we've got to do first. And then we'll check out the kingdom event there, whatever that is. And then we will head on out, I think. We need to go finish up the trolls? Maybe? I'm not really sure. I have to check things out. I will probably check in the wiki and make sure I'm not missing anything that has to be done in Chapter 2 first. Just to make sure that you can see all the, like the side quests. Some of these side quests, believe it or not, there's a couple of side quests that if you don't finish like by Chapter 3 or something like that, that it just disappears. It can't be done because the conditions aren't right for it or some dang thing. So I have to double check and make sure I'm not going to miss any of those for Chapter 2. Because some of them can only be done in specific chapters. There's very few that are like that, but one of the things that the sequel, Wrath of the Righteous, does is it just says it flat out tells you you have to do this particular quest before the end of this particular chapter. If you don't do it, it won't be here. So it's like real obvious in your journal, like, yeah, you better go do that one if you want to get whatever that gives you. You mean to go do that one. If you don't really care about it, then you kind of can ignore it. Me, I'm one to every side quest that I can squeeze in, I try to, because the experience points are get phenomenally hard to come by when you get up to the higher levels. I mean, they do scale up some of the experience points, but every little bit that you can get now actually helps you in the end to make it to that 20th level or whatever. All right. So if you'd like to see, hit the thumbs up button. You really like to see, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notify bell. Be notified to upload videos and to schedule streams. Anybody that, if you're viewing this after the fact, please leave me comments and hit the thumbs up button, because that helps the algorithm to get it in front of more people on YouTube. Subscriptions obviously help build my channel, so yeah, I really like what subscriptions. Do leave me comments on this, because these streams are becoming rather long, and I'm not getting that many live viewers at it, and I'm wondering if I'm just kind of, is it just a bad time? Maybe you guys can leave me things in the comments on when would be better time to try and do it. I am somewhat restricted in that certain times of the day where I'm here, I do not have access to a quiet place to do recordings, which is why I'm doing these on like Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings is when I'm doing my live streams, because I cannot schedule them really for like prime time. So I'm wondering if I should maybe be doing videos and then release them during prime time, so that people can, see them. And then they could also be in smaller chunks. You wouldn't have to sort through a 3.5 hour video to see what you want to see. Okay? So anyway, yeah, leave me comments and subscribe if you can. Thumbs up. All that helps my channel, and I really appreciate those people that have stopped by to talk with me while I'm playing. I do apologize. A couple weeks ago, I missed the chat altogether. It was hidden behind another window. I didn't even realize that people were chatting at me. So I do apologize to those couple of people that were rather upset that I wasn't responding to them. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm John 608. Until we meet again, stay safe and bye-bye.